My dad looked my 5-year-old daughter straight in the face while she struggled to breathe and said, "Children are not allowed in my car." My mom just shrugged and told me to figure it out. This all happened right in front of my wealthy aunt. I stood there frozen, holding my little girl whose chest was heaving like she was drowning on dry land. I had no idea that moment would completely burn their world down. A few weeks earlier, a pipe burst in our rented duplex. The place quickly filled with dust and mold. The contractor said we couldn't stay there with a child during repairs. As a single mom barely getting by, hotels were too expensive. Friends could only help for a night or two, so I swallowed my pride and asked my parents if we could stay with them. They said yes, but made it very clear we were an inconvenience. They stuck us in a small room off the laundry area, no toys in shared spaces, no cooking after 7, shut the door if she coughed at night. My mom even hid our cereal behind napkins like we were ruining her perfect kitchen. We learned to stay invisible, tiptoeing around and carrying all our things in one tote bag. When my Aunt Claudia announced her visit, my parents went into full panic mode. They polished the silver and detailed Dad's car. The morning she arrived, they pulled me aside. "Stay outside, keep the child from touching anything. Claudia values peace and quiet." They treated my daughter like something dangerous to hide. That afternoon, Sylvie and I were on the side patio while they had tea inside. She was drawing rainbows with chalk when she suddenly stopped. She pressed her hand to her chest. Her breathing became tight and labored. I gave her the rescue inhaler immediately. 2 puffs. Nothing changed. She leaned forward, mouth open, fighting hard for air. I scooped her up and rushed through the side door into the dining room. My own car was still in the shop. My mom's face tightened. "We asked for 1 quiet hour, Leanna. Sylvie's having a serious asthma attack," I said clearly. "The inhaler isn't working. The doctor said take her to the ER right away." My dad didn't even glance at her. He leaned back in his chair. I stepped closer. "Dad, please give me the keys or drive us." He placed 2 fingers over his keys. Then he said it calmly, "Children are not allowed in my car." The words hung heavy in the silent room. Only Sylvie's ragged breathing and the soft clink of teacups could be heard. My daughter lifted her head weakly and stared at him in confusion. "She needs the hospital now," I repeated. "Then call someone else," he shrugged, almost bored. My mom reached for the teapot and poured more tea. "Just figure it out," she said without looking at her granddaughter. She refused to even acknowledge that her own granddaughter was struggling to breathe right in front of her. The china kept clinking like everything was normal. Aunt Claudia had watched everything quietly. She set her teacup down carefully, then stood up slowly. She looked at Sylvie first, then me, then my parents with cold composure that changed the entire room. "Bring your bag," she told me. To my parents, she said something low and controlled. I only caught the last 2 words. Understood clearly. My mother's face went completely white. My father half stood, then sank back down. Aunt Claudia grabbed her keys and held the front door open. "Now." I quickly grabbed our bag and the booster seat and followed her. She drove us straight to the pediatric ER with calm efficiency. My parents shouted from the porch, but she never looked back. At the hospital, the team acted fast. Nebulizer treatments and steroids. After the 2nd round, Sylvie's breathing finally eased and she fell asleep against me. While she rested, Aunt Claudia told me the truth. My parents had been lying to both of us for years. They told me she hated kids and struggling moms. They told her I wanted nothing to do with her. They kept us apart on purpose while taking her financial help. The house they lived in was part of a family trust she controlled. The luxury car Dad babied was funded by her. That night, she cut off all the money. No more support. My parents freaked out with frantic calls and texts. Aunt Claudia didn't respond. She told the rest of the family what happened. Their perfect image was ruined. Sylvie and I moved in with Aunt Claudia. She gave us a comfortable guest room with fresh towels and no hiding rules. It finally felt like home. After what my parents did when my daughter could barely breathe, I cut them off completely. No contact at all. Was I right to shut them out for good? Or should I have given them one last chance? Let me know in the comments what you would have done.